Hi, my name is Veronica Amelia and I am currently a student from International Business Management in Petra Christian University, Indonesia. Through this video, I want to share about a quote from Dutch Grammar School who said that the longest journey is the journey inward. It takes a lot of time and self-discipline for one to know about himself. Thus, in this video, I want to share about my self-discovery process using the action learning equation developed by Professor Dr. Casey Chen.
In the action learning framework, the holistic thinking will include what I know about myself. After knowing that, I need to have the right planning in order to know the 5 whys of self-discovery. It will act as the critical thinking process. Then the right decision will take place as I ask myself about how I perform, who will help me through my self-discovery process, and when will I achieve my goal as the systems thinking. With the right control, I will know the lessons that I have learned from this video by asking where went right and where went wrong from my learning process. Finally, after knowing the right outcome, I have to know whether I were going to the right way by asking how much do I need to improve as the lateral thinking process. This equation will finally sum up to the action learning equation as a holistic thinking process. Firstly, in order to answer what I know about myself, I will use this framework. For the individual, I will share about the result of my Big 5 personality test, entrepreneurship GET test, and my learning styles. For team, I will share about my roles according to Belbin's 19 rule. For the organization, I will share about my leadership self-assessment. Finally, I will also share about 4 attributes of self-assessment. As for my learning style, I am more of a reflector and theorist, which means that I learn by observing and thinking about what happened first and then they understand the theory first. For my entrepreneur GET test, I got 57, which is quite average. From this test, the highest scores come from creativity followed by risk. It means that I am restless with ideas, has an imaginative approach to solving problems, and tends to see life in a different ways to others. Moreover, I am quite a risk taker, which means that I am willing to take the risk of making my imagination come true. In the Big 5 personality traits, the highest one is my conscientiousness and openness to experience. From the result, it shows that I tend to be organized and dependable, show self-discipline, act dutifully, aim for achievement, and prefer plan rather than spontaneous behavior. High number in openness to experience means that I have a high appreciation of unusual ideas, curiosity, and variety of experience. However, my extroversion level is quite low, which means that I am reserved and people usually think that I am self-absorbed. In the team, my most dominant role is team player. This means that I help the team to stick together, identify the work required, and complete it on behalf of the team. While for the organization, I get a high score in communicating, building relationship, and negotiating. These traits can be seen from my conscientiousness and openness to experience. Finally, the attributes that I chose are humble, loyal, peaceful, and responsible, which are the 4 most important attributes for my self-discovery process. These attributes are also shown from my Big 5 personality traits before. Moving on to 5 whys, I will ask the 5 whys questions for self-discovery. First, why do I need to know self-discovery? Self-discovery is a process in which I will be able to know more about myself, what are my goals and what do I need to prepare and do, and what I have achieved. Second, why is self-discovery vital as core competence? In order to improve continuously, discovering myself is really important, especially for the future. Third, why is self-discovery a passport to the future? In the future, I will face a lot of challenges. Thus, in order to finish those challenges, I need to be able to develop and improve myself more. Fourth, why improve on my self-discovery now? I will be able to know about myself faster, thus I will be able to overcome my weaknesses in order to face the challenges in the future. Finally, why are these benefits of self-discovery perpetual? With the self-discovery, I will be able to improve myself and overcome my weaknesses. Now, I will talk about how I perform using this framework. The first one is what I want to be as my self-management. I will share about my vision, mission, and value in order to know what I want to be. My vision is to become one of the leaders for marketing in creative industries. and my missions are contribute knowledge and other resources to society, a business with happy and satisfied employees, and engage young artists to create more ideas. Finally, my values are learn, contribute, friendly, and creative, which shows my real personality. I want to be a marketer in creative industries. I aspire myself to work in an advertising company in the future. The second one is what I know about myself as my self-awareness. Using this framework, I will show myself as an individual, a part of the team, and a part of the organization. In the individual level, I am currently studying about business and will have an internship position as a marketing communication intern. As a team member, I try to discuss about my passion and skills with the others. Moreover, in the organizational level, I want to become a marketer in M&Es in creative industries later on. The third one is what I do as my relationship management. For efficient management, I want to gain a certification for professional marketer. For effective leadership, I want to learn more about marketing and its practice from the experts and seniors. And in addition, for the enthusiastic technopreneurship, I want to maintain well-done jobs and improve continuously. Finally, as my outcome of supreme performance, I want to be a professional marketer for M&Es. Finally, I should ask myself how I perform as my self-development. Self-development is a transition process from the core competences that I have to a distinct competence from others. I should monitor my own process of learning, having a high motivation, develop myself through new knowledge and skills in the marketing field, work as a marketer in an M&E, and finally be recognized in the marketing field. Moving on to who will help me to achieve my dream, those who will help me are my family, friends, lecturers, internship company, colleagues, and experts in my field of interest. Those people are the stakeholder to my life who are very important in shaping me to be a better person. Then I should ask when will I achieve my goal. In this section, I will use the milestone planning as a timeline to my goal. In 20s, I plan to get a bachelor degree and graduate from International Business Management. I also want to get a job in marketing field. I also want to get a master degree in marketing after 4 to 5 years of working. Moreover, I also need to develop networks with other people. In 30s, I want to get an important position in the company I work in. I also want to do a more thorough research on creative industries. And in 40s, I want to open my own business in creative industries. Thus, I think that my research before is very important. Moreover, I also need to start saving and making investment plan for my retirement later on. In 50s, I need to plan the succession plan for my business, while in 60s, I want to educate and nurture others, especially in the field of marketing. Moving on to where went right and where went wrong in my self-discovery process. I need to know the variance between my plan and actual action in order to monitor and control my self-discovery process. And finally, moving on to how much do I need to improve, I see that skills, competencies, knowledge, and experience are easier to change, while intelligence, personality traits, and preferences and values, interests, motives, or goals are more difficult to change. Thus, in order to improve myself, I can start to learn more skills and have more knowledge and experience in my field of interest, then it can change my intelligence, personality traits, and values. Moreover, I know that I still don't know, which means that I am still in the conscious incompetent stage of my learning process. Finally, in this video, I have talked about my self-discovery process using the action learning equation developed by Professor Dr. Casey Chan. I hope that this video will help me to know more about myself and also will be useful for others who want to know more about themselves. I also want to share that if you live through defeat, you are not defeated. If you are beaten but acquire wisdom, you have won. Lose yourself to improve yourself. Only when we shed all self-definition do we find who we really are. Thank you.